Oh my gosh, you guys. The Switch 2 is almost here. I'm so excited. We've been waiting so long for this. It's finally happening after years and years of speculating about the Switch Pro and updates and upgrades. It's finally going to be here. It's going to be in our hands in just a couple days. Welcome, guys. My name is Mike. This is my channel, Switch Addiction. Thank you so much for watching. Couple things I wanted to go over today. We're getting ready for the Switch 2. I want to cover what I'm doing, some channel updates, and see what you guys are thinking. Some updates on my last video. Thank you so much to all of you that subscribed. We're up to 141. I was just blown away by the response from my last video. Thank you guys so much. I know I said when I hit 100 subs we are going to do a live stream, but I don't know, I think with just 100 people, I don't know if I would get too many people in there. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer until we get some more people in the community. And once we feel like we have a good solid base, we'll go ahead and start doing some live streams, which would be really fun. I've been trying to come up with a name for the people that watch this channel and support it. And obviously, since this channel is called Switch Addiction, my initial thoughts went somewhere that probably wouldn't be too good. And calling addicts, that'd be really, really bad. If anybody has a good idea for the name of our channel members, that would be amazing. I just want to have something to call you guys, and addicts would not be good, so I'm open to suggestions. So I heard that something that's been requested for years from the Switch 1 might be making its way to Switch 2. A lot of people have been clamoring for themes for years. And for those of you that don't know, a theme is like where it has a static picture behind the channel when you're selecting all your games. So you can put, I don't know, like a screenshot or a picture of a game or a game character that you really like. And they used to have this on the 3DS. I remember I had a Xenoblade Chronicles theme that I thought was really cool. And it's just something that they never brought over to Switch 1. And they're talking about maybe bringing it back, but you might have to pay for it. For me, I really don't care about themes. I liked my Xenoblade one, but I really couldn't care less. I literally look at my menu for a second while I pick my game, and then I'm out. Personally, I would rather Nintendo bring music back to the console experience. Like some of the Wii music and even Wii U music was amazing. When you're in the menus and the shops, they were just great. I don't know why they did away with all the music. I would love to see that make a comeback for Switch 2. But how do you guys feel? Would you guys pay money for themes? And I wonder if there'd be a way for us to just like upload a picture or a picture from a screenshot of a game that we played and make that the theme. That'd be really interesting. I'm really curious to see where they're going to go with that. Sadly, I'm going to have to wait a little bit to get my hands on the Switch 2. It is my wife's birthday, so we are going to be going away for a little while. Of course, it's during the release of the Switch 2. So I have my Best Buy pre-ordered, ready to go. Hopefully they'll hold my system for a couple days. And then right when I get back, I will be doing an unboxing, impressions, all that good stuff. But I did want to let you guys know that there might be a delay. So if you don't see anything from me on Switch Day, that's why. I will be getting the Mario Kart bundle. I was just clicking on whatever. I didn't really want the Mario Kart bundle, but I said if that was the one I got, then that's the one I got. So I will be getting that one. Not loving that I won't have it physically, but again, that's just the world that we're living in now. But I am glad that I'm going to be saving $30 by having it digitally. This is a good time for me to talk about my friend code. If you guys would like to add me as a Switch friend, please do. I'm not a huge multiplayer guy, but I love going through everybody and seeing what everybody's playing when it pops up and sees what you guys are playing. If you guys want to join me over there, my friend code is in the description, and I'd love to have some of you guys join me. So that way maybe we can play some Mario Kart, we can see what each other's playing, just have a good old time. As far as the actual Switch 2, when I do get my hands on it, I'm excited about it a lot. I'm really excited about the mouse functionality. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm really excited about. The one thing they didn't mention at all is like where are you going to put your hand when you're doing all these mouse function games. Like they didn't sell like a mouse pad or like a little table or anything, so I don't know. Like if you're on the couch, is it going to be able to just work on like a couch cushion or something? That's all that I'm kind of curious about. I usually play in this recliner right here, so I'm going to put my mouse pad on the armrest. It should be okay. But I'm really curious. They really haven't addressed any of that yet. And I know GameStop is selling like an add-on that your Joy-Con can go in to make it more comfortable and feel like a real mouse. I don't know if I'll be going that route, but if it feels really uncomfortable to just hold a Joy-Con like that, this might be something that I actually look into. I'm not buying a lot of games at launch. I'm just going to be getting Mario Kart World bundled in with my system. But I have a ton of games, a lot of games that I'm going to be putting onto the Switch 2 and seeing if it gets a performance upgrade and how it looks. So I'm excited to go back, and I'm excited that it has backwards compatibility, so all of my old games will work. As I said on the previous video, some of them might have some issues, but I'm very confident that a lot of them will get ironed out. And the GameCube, when they unveiled the Switch 2, they said that they were going to be having GameCube Games joining NSO, which is something we've been waiting for a long time. And in that initial first video that I made, when they showed the GameCube controller, I was like, I'm going to have to buy that. And I did buy that. So that is on its way. I did get that. And I just re-upped for another year of NSO. I don't love subscription services. I'm really not a big fan of them at all. But just being able to play some of my old favorite GameCube games on the Switch is going to be very, very cool. I think there's only 3 games right now. I think it's Wind Waker, F-Zero.
A few moments later.
And Soul Calibur 2. I'm not a fighting game fan, so I forgot about that one. But that's really cool. It's going to be really, really neat to play GameCube games on the Switch with the actual controller that we grew up with, so I'm really excited about that. There are a bunch of games that I'm hoping will make its way over to NSO. Specifically, Wario World's one of my favorites. Eternal Darkness, Cubivore. Those are some of my all-time favorites. So I'm looking forward to seeing what games Nintendo's going to add in the future. There is one big thing that I'm worried about with the Switch 2, and I hope that it's pointless, and I hope that it's not a big deal. But I just love the OLED screen. I really do on the Switch OLED. I know people are sick of hearing it, but I just love it. I love how the colors pop. And I'm just worried that this LCD screen's not going to look very good. I know it has bells and whistles that'll make it look better. But just when I initially started up, I hope that I am pleasantly surprised and not feeling like it's a downgrade. Because I've just grown so accustomed to that OLED Switch. When I go back to the OG Switch, it feels like a Fisher-Price kid's toy, you know. And I just hope that the LCD pops and has great colors and looks amazing. But I am kind of worried. Some people were saying like the Portal 2, like the Portal has a great LCD screen. I'm like, have you played the Portal? The screen's not good. Like compared to the Switch OLED screen, like the colors don't pop at all. I don't get that comparison at all. The Portal screen was terrible, I thought. So if it looks like that, I'm going to be kind of disappointed. So since we're getting into Switch mode, I've been going around to my local stores the last week or so, trading in a bunch of old stuff I didn't need anymore, and I've been going kind of buck wild. So I've been getting a bunch of these games that I wanted for my collection for a while, trying to find some good prices on them. And you can see I got a big old stack right here. I'll go through and add these to the collection, and then when we do the collection video, you guys will see them all, but you can pause if you want to see which ones I got. There's some really good ones in there. So lastly, I just wanted to talk about the last video that I posted a little bit. I didn't think it was going to be kicking the hornet's nest as much as it did. I got a lot of very angry people in the comments. And one thing I'm going to do in this channel, and I'm hoping to continue it for forever, is I want to really respond to every person. And I want to welcome all comments, all points of views, all ideas, because that's how we communicate, that's how we learn, and that's what's fun. I love talking about video games. Back when I was in college, I worked at EB Games, which is now GameStop, and my favorite part of that job was just talking games with everybody, and I don't get to do that anymore. So that's kind of the whole point of this channel. So if you disagree with me, that's totally cool. Like, let me know why, and we can learn from each other. Maybe I'll see your point of view. Maybe you can see my point of view. That's what it's all about. So if you guys disagree with me, like, by all means, comment and tell me what you think. A lot of the same points kept coming up in the comments from that last video. People are upset about not owning your games, not being able to mod your console. Someone said they were overclocking Zelda because it didn't run well. I'm like, dude, if you're splitting those kinds of hairs, like, I don't know what to tell you, And someone even said I was rage baiting. I'm like, I'm talking about other people rage baiting. I think I'm doing the exact opposite. I was talking about everybody getting super mad. So, I don't know, some of the comments just confused me a little bit. I did realize, though, that I do need to clarify one thing. I know in the video I said that I'm not a big fan of, like, Nintendo first-party games. And that's kind of true. If you guys want to see my takes on all those games, you can check out my tier lists. I kind of go through all the standard first-party Nintendo games, and I have some not typical thoughts about a lot of them. And it makes sense. You're like, well, why are you buying a Switch if you're not a huge first-party Nintendo fan? My thing is, I want to play like games from the 360 era and PS3 era on the go. Like that was my main draw for the first Switch. Playing some of my favorite games like Kingdoms of Amalur, Red Faction Guerrilla. Like those were the games that really got me excited. Like I'm not a Smash Brothers guy. I'm not a Zelda guy. But there are first-party games that I like. But that's not why I go to the Switch. I'm glad that those are on there and they're available for me if I choose to play them. But it's totally not why I show up. I was a huge Xbox guy before the Switch came around. I was kind of like a casual Nintendo fan. And I was really into the original Xbox. You see all the games down here. And the Xbox 360. Like, those were my jams. When the Xbox One came out, I swapped over to PS4 because it was just a better console. And there was no games for the Xbox One. And then when the Switch came out and they gave me a portable option to play those games, I was sold. Like, that's why, like, performance, graphics, I'm really lenient on that stuff because I just want to be able to play these games on the go. And then the main thing is, I kept asking a lot of the people that were giving me pushback about not owning your games. I was like, that the whole industry is going digital, right? Like, do you guys really think the PS6 is going to have a disc drive? I don't. I don't think the next Switch will have a cartridge slot. I mean, I think it's all going to be digital. So, I mean, it's cool to be like, oh, I'm not going to support this. They're not giving me my whole game. Like, what are you going to do when everything's all digital? And every time I asked that, I didn't get any answers. So if you guys feel that way, please comment below and let me know how you guys are feeling about that. Like, are you that staunch that you're just going to, like, not play any games when it all goes digital? Because that would be valid. If you're like, I'm not owning this stuff, I'm not going to play it. Like, do you guys feel that way? Just let me know. I'd be super curious. It's like I just picked up all those Switch games I just showed you. When I put them into the Switch, like, I'd say like 95% of them needed a download. Whether it was a part of the game or if it was a patch or a fix, like where do we draw the line? I don't know. It's all going that way. I'm not happy about it. Everybody thinks like I'm supporting it. Like, look, I don't want our physical games to go away. Like, believe me. But that's not the way the industry's going, And these game key cards, like I said, are just a baby step in that direction. So again, thank you to everybody for subbing. I really appreciate you guys. Think of a name for our fans. That'd be really cool. Something that's a little bit more appropriate. But thank you all so much for commenting and watching the last video. That was really a blast to be able to talk to a lot of you and get to know some of you. Please add me to your Switch lists. That'd be cool so we can see what each others are playing. Get ready for Switch 2. Let me know what you guys are doing. Are you guys picking it up? Are you going to be making unboxing videos? I'll watch them if you guys let me know, and we'll just celebrate together and enjoy this amazing time together. I have a game room tour coming up, so I can finally show you guys around the game room and everything that I have. Also, working on the Switch collection as always, and I have some other big ideas for some really cool videos that I hope you guys will enjoy. So, until next time, guys, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
I have a Switch addiction.